Julia finally knows that Henry is in her time. In the meantime, the relationship between Brian and Ellen has been made public in the most open way possible. The Grants now demand that Ellen prove her virtue. And with those two useless Mackenzie brothers, Duval and Colum, working against her, Ellen is practically all alone in Castle Leo. The only real support she has is Mrs. Fitzgibbons. While that counts for something, it doesn't balance out the power stacked against her. Episode 7 was chaotic to say the least, but in the best way possible. Sincerely, I believe this was the first Blood of My Blood episode in which there was not a single dull moment. That episode proved the show can reach peak Outlander-level drama, and it left me absolutely buzzing for what's next. With the way things are right now, Episode 8 looks even wilder, and the trailer is already giving us plenty to unpack. Titled A Virtuous Woman, Episode 8's synopsis confirms exactly what we've been thinking. After Episode 7, at the request of the Grants, Ellen undergoes a test to prove her worthiness to marry into the clan. On the surface, that sounds like the whole storyline for the episode, but the trailer hints at much more. Not only are we going to watch Ellen face the most humiliating ordeal of her life, but we'll also see Julia inch closer to reuniting with Henry. Let's start with Ellen. What she's about to endure is beyond humiliating. And as I said earlier, don't expect Duval or Colum to help her. In fact, the trailer makes it painfully clear they're more than willing to throw her under the bus. We see Mrs. Fitzgibbons praying for Ellen, which is touching, but prayer alone won't save her. In the trailer, we hear Ned saying that perhaps they'll forgive her if she has sinned, but Colum's response is chilling. He flat out says he would kill her. To be honest, I didn't like Colum and Duval much in Outlander, but I never realized they were this ruthless in their younger days. Thankfully, Brian learns what's happening. Since he knows she's not a virgin, he is determined to save her. In the trailer, we see him distressed and ignoring his mother's warnings. He's dead set on saving Ellen, no matter the cost. And guess what? He won't need to do it on his own. Julia, who has already found her way into Castle Leo, becomes a key player here. Luckily, Mrs. Fitzgibbons knows and trusts her, which gives Julia a valuable ally on the inside. My theory, Brian will send Julia to distract or assist Mrs. Fitz while he and Mert prepare for the actual rescue mission. Yes, you heard me. Mert is back in this storyline. Now, I know Mert feels betrayed, especially with how things turned out with Ellen. But deep down, he still loves her. And regardless of that heartbreak, he will never want to see her hurt. His loyalty to Brian is unshakable no matter what, which means when the time comes, he'll choose to stand with them. That's why I think he'll play a huge role in helping Ellen escape. Picture this, Julia convinces Mrs. Fitz to help Ellen, but they can't stop the test from happening. Ellen is put through it, then locked in her room. Julia hides there, waiting. When Julia and Ellen are prepared to flee, Mrs. Fitz and Ned will provide the distraction. While Brian and Mert step in to carry Ellen to safety, the only question is what happens to Julia. Now that she's read that letter, she knows Henry is with the Grants, and Brian will probably tell her whom Ellen is set to marry. Julia's main goal has always been finding Henry, but with Ellen's life on the line, she might have to choose between helping Ellen escape or continuing her own search. Personally, I think Brian won't let her down. He has never been closer to Julia, and he will want to assist her after everything she has gone through. Maybe he can't leave Ellen's side, so he'll ask Mert to track down Henry. Or maybe Julia herself takes the first step and insists on searching. Either way, I am convinced Episode 8 is where Julia and Henry finally reunite. In the trailer, there's that quick shot of a hand gently touching Julia's face. She doesn't look scared or disgusted, so it can't be anyone else. Henry has to be it. What do you think will happen in Episode 8? Let's discuss in the comments below.